Hi there, I hope you're well. This is going to be a bonus additional message for you because it's your birthday season. So it might be something you're already going through. It could be coming up, you know. So let's just take it as it is. There will be an additional message. But this is like your 7 to 10 day reading, but I'm going to try to do an additional one where it's more predictions, and it's going to be like guidance, like avoid this during this time, etc., and then maybe some tarot as well. So I'm hoping to do that as well.
Remember, you can still check your sun, moon, rising and Venus sign of these messages and disregard it or come back to it. And also giving it a like makes sure it gets out to other people that might need to hear this, that get guidance. Don't forget, I'm providing free, I don't mean this in a rude way, but I'm providing free content whilst, you know, obviously hours can go somewhere else. If it resonates, a small like and a share really helps the channel and the message get out to others who might need, you know, some true guidance and not guidance that develops fear, you can say, where we tend to come back to that channel. And also a share and a subscribe if the work resonates with you, because a lot of people are not subscribers and just returning viewers. So if the work resonates with you, it's worth subscribing so you don't miss anything as well, and it helps the channel grow. And obviously with growth, then other things can come in and it gets out to other people. It's a small thank you for a freebie. I mean, we all love a freebie. You've got a lot of freebies on the channel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, you know, some of you, I feel like this is part of like the prediction one that I'm going to probably do for you. Also let me know in the comments if you would like that. But some of you could have experienced a bit of a financial loss or a financial loss. It's not something to worry about if you haven't, okay? But it's kind of what I'm just stating you might have experienced. And I'm also getting someone saying they don't understand why they had to go through that. For you as well, I'm getting something about your relationships, and I'm thinking to do a love reading for you because I think there's a couple of things going on in relationship dynamics around love. Especially when we're talking about those of you that could be in separation, and then those of you that are single or there's a new person. If your relationship is going well, I know that some people still like to read tarot just to try and get a better insight, but that's where I think you've got you have got a grasp of an energy on you that is pulling you towards that. And I'm gonna say it because you need to be careful on what you watch, because it could just develop more and more of that energy that is not good energy, it's negative energy, and it could be an energy that's been placed on you. So, you know, if your relationship is going well, watch what you're watching in terms of the tarot readers. If you're kind of addicted just to continue because you've got fear to know if your person's, for example, cheating or something. I don't know why I'm going into this thing, but I feel like it's necessary for a lot of us. Well, let's just get some tarot cards out. I've got a couple of themes. Like, I think you're going to be busy, all right, over the next couple of weeks. You're going to be busy, and if you resonate with this, I want to know what you're busy at. And you're busy at work? Have you got projects going on? I feel like some of you have got some side projects going on, or you planning to do that. I'm getting told to look at the bottom of that. Look at that, 10 of Swords. Some of you do feel betrayed, and I feel like it goes back to your finances. So some of you do feel betrayed. I won't be surprised, like, there's some loss here, right? There's a loss. Also, I'm getting for some of you, and we'll see if the tarot cards bring it out, something to do with legal. Now, that doesn't have to be a big legal thing. It could be
it could be a legal thing that's taken some time, just, or it could be something like, you know, oh, this one does my head in. The landlords don't return the rent deposit or the security deposit. Okay, so it could be something like that. There's something around legal issues or a loss that I'm getting here. But let's go into tarot, otherwise I'll continue channeling. And I am going to do that prediction one for you, where I tap into predictions and I use tarot or a divination very different. So if you caught the last sort of collective read where I was doing predictions that might bring stuff up, a lot of that was around not only the flame and the outside of the sky reading, but like it's similar to like the coffee cup reading. So I had a coffee cup as well at the beginning. Look at this, 10 of Wands, look at your energy. You do need to cleanse your energy. If some of you are resonating with feeling this way, you do need to cleanse your energy. That could just be by getting out in nature. You know, something they say is also pets really help elevate your energy. So I know I know a subscriber that's got that on their list, their bucket list, and it's going to happen. But yeah, look after yourself. Look after yourself. This is your season. During this season as well, you might question your identity. Now let me just check what I just split the deck and I saw the Wheel of Fortune. The reason why I'm humming is because I wanted to check with the current moon, and this is something else that I'm thinking of doing, but I'm trying to hone in on the signs that give their readings the most support by providing more additional readings for those signs and dropping less on the other signs. Now what you could be doing is, you know, as we get further into your season, you could start questioning your identity. Now, some of you might laugh and be like, what do you mean? Does she think I'm going to be changing my gender or something like that? It could be anything. You could decide to revamp the way you look, but also you might be feeling right now that you're really trying to balance a lot of stuff. Govern your relationships and partnerships, balance those out. And I think that's why I was getting a lot around your relationships, to be honest with you. You know, you might fluctuate between, you know, looking at your relationships, marriage, partnerships, reflection in terms of that. Or there might have been a bit of a sticky trouble around that. And also at the same time, I think during this month, you're gonna, especially around when would I give that? You might already be feeling that. But I think a lot of you, it will be even more around the 10th of March, around the 9th of March, the first week, towards the latter end of the first week of March into the second. And I think there's going to be an opportunity to sort of balance your intuition and pragmatism. And but there's definitely around your appearance that obviously it will also your top placements is going to affect how much this actually comes into play for you, but I think it will be around the 10th of the month. And I think that's going to be over the next 3 to 4 months. Okay, so I know that I just mentioned
a month, but I think it's going to be over the next 3 months actually, instead of just 1 month. You know, you're going to be really looking at your style and your first impressions, and maybe, you know, reflecting on a lot to do with yourself. Other than this, I do feel like, let's see what the cards say, but I do feel like your dreams are happening for you. I mean, you've had some good readings. Yeah, look, so can you see how I said your dreams are happening for you? There is going to be clear communication, clear breakthroughs, clear attention. I feel this is also where you are recognizing that you want to change a little bit about your appearance. And you are going to enjoy the recognition you get around that. It could be that you get your hair cut and it's kind of like, you know what, your new style looks good on you. But there's communication around this. There's recognition of communication around whatever is going on for you. There's a breakthrough on that. That could also be that you've been trying to work on something for quite some time. I should pull more cards. I always pull like 1 or 2 when I start talking and channeling, when a lot of people have like a deck of 12. But you know, you really need to be careful about self-doubt, and make sure, because you know what I said about your identity, make sure that you do not question your self-doubt, okay? And don't get into the feelings of failure that this can drag you back, okay? Know that you're worthy of what comes your way, because there is, if you're not already feeling that breakthrough, which some of you I think are, there is that breakthrough happening for you, and I think you need to recognize that. I am going to pull more cards because I think I want to elaborate on this a lot more. Don't get into over-analyzing. Some of you might get into over-analyzing or getting really stuck on something, and then you're kind of clouded. You know, when we just get so in time. I was mentioning it at the beginning of those people that, you know, the relationship is going well, but then they get addicted to certain tarot readers that feed fear into them, and so they continue and continue and continue. It's like a grasp. And and then it clouds them. Okay, we've all been there where we're trying to really seek an answer towards something. Every single one of us. I don't, you know, even if it's the most famous global psychic, there's still a human in that person. And when it comes to yourself, you can still doubt. You just have the prophecy for others and on yourself, obviously, but there is still that human element. We still have a brain. We're still made the same. But there's going to be truth of revelation here around your success, you know. And I always like to wonder what this success is. Is it around your career that you're working on? You know, for many of you, it will be very different. But I did get that your dreams may be happening. I also feel like you need to, because I've mentioned about tarot readers and just getting obsessed about it and certain tarot readers, and it's fine as long as you know that that tarot reader, you know, as you walk away from your reading, you're okay. But if you feel really depleted and you feel really a lot worse, maybe you need to check what you're actually watching. Look, you know, as you have the ability to move forward, some of you are deciding to really look on the past. And again, this could be on like, why did I lose so much money? But you're forgetting to focus on the breakthrough that's coming for you. You know, the universe is bringing it for you, and you just want to stay looking at the past. We've got the Page of Wands, the Moon, the Six of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. Not sure if these two came up in your last reading, was one of your last readings. Here, there is that fear, but one thing that I was going to say is listen to your intuition, because it's very strong at this moment in time, and follow your intuition on something. Don't forget to look after yourself.
very strongly in this reading, I felt like a lot of people that are tuning in could get hits or could be affected, even maybe a little bit of like going in the right direction, then suddenly with the energy of astrology or the moon, you don't realize it, but that's the energy forcing you to look back upon the past. And some of you could be thinking, well, if I didn't come from this family, or if this didn't happen to me in my childhood, I'd be further forward. You know, I feel like some of you are busy with your kids as well, if you've got kids. Some of you could be having trouble with a child that you're not sure you're understanding their actions. Maybe they're extremely hyper or something like that. I'm also getting a download that some of you are worried about one of your children. You just feel like, not that something's not right, but you just have worry over your kids. Whatever you're in, there's a balance of energy coming in, which is lovely. We've got 3 6s on the deck. This is an absolute confirmation. 3 6s is, you know, some people might say it's linked to the devil. I actually see this as an excellent thing. If you had 5 5s, I'd be like, okay, we're in sticky waters. We're overcoming sticky waters. And here we're ending this. As long as we follow what I mentioned. When I mentioned relationships, I said about people from the past. And if you're in a partnership, I don't want you to think that if you're in a partnership, look, I knew to split the deck because I want to reassure you, this could be passion reignited. This could be you thinking, things moving forward, maybe things were not moving forward for a certain amount of time. Or if you're not in a relationship, or you're in a relationship that's a bit sticky waters, there could be someone from the past turning up that really wants, and I don't want to turn this into a love because I'm thinking of doing a separate love one for you. And if you're interested in that, please comment below, which will be the person on your mind. It could be a past person, the new person coming in the singles, or the new person that you think, okay, could be crushing, whatever. I also think, again, it's, you're too forgiving in your relationships all round, okay? You're too forgiving, and you, like, someone comes back in and you're like, okay, I'll forgive you this time. But are you using your intuition and discernment? I really feel that. I feel like some of you, again, when I mentioned the certain energies, is that you could be nitpicking at stuff. What is that you're nitpicking at? Let me know, okay? Page of Cups. 4 of Wands. Some of you, if you are in a relationship, there's a breakthrough here, okay? This could be a new person that has long-term stability for you. Some of you are actually focusing on your home at this moment in time. Your home is your focus. Like I said, it could be around your kids. It could be around your marriage, but your home is your focus. And a lot around your appearance and beliefs is coming up as well. There's something about a person that, I feel here that is, could be on the negative for you. I saw the Chariot in reverse. That to me tells me it doesn't help you move forward. So if some of you are relating to this, does that person make you feel good when they're around? Okay, so look at these. I feel like this row is very strong. Okay, there's inner strength here needed. And some of you, I think, have questioned whether this person would be the right person for you. Not the person that's sticking around with negative. That doesn't have to be love. What this is about, this is also someone who's probably a bit frightened. I feel like someone really loves someone, but they're a bit frightened of the commitment that the next stage of the relationship needs to go into. We've got the Queen of Swords, where I said, use your discernment, and her sword is upright. It's ready to deliver for you. But do be cautious of someone who, yeah, there you go. Someone who is, there's your loss of money that you've been feeling, but a heartbreak, someone who's, on the negative, like when they come around, I feel like they come around when they need something or they need to say something. And are you recognizing that? I think you're starting to recognize that. And I think Look at that. We've got the 10, we've got the 9 of Swords. We reached the 10 here, we're back at the 9 of Swords. I'm talking about a person, and these cards are coming up. I feel like some of you are going to start to recognize this person. If it's not twigging right now, you're going to recognize this person, like I said, over 3 months. Over the next 3 months, you'll know who this person is. They're on the negative, and they just feel like they can come around your life and come in when they want to say something. You know, woe is me, this happened to me, blah, 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 blah. And I don't feel like it leaves you in a good energy. But I'm going to go on to the next energy. I'm going to show you how the cards change. If you're not in a partnership, a lot of people want to know you. If you're in a partnership, it could be friends, it could be deals, it could be anything. But if you're not in a partnership, a lot of people want to know you. Look at this. Can you see? You're focused on your, again, focus on your home, your long-term stabilities, your finances. You're trying to focus on your mind, body, and soul. This might be challenged over this next, particularly, depending on when you see this, I'm going to say month, but I think I'm getting 25 days, okay, as you see this. But again, it'll go in and out probably over the next 3 months. But the strongest, where I want to really focus, okay, the 3 months is that person. But look, you're starting to recognize it. You know, there's Leo energy here, very strong. There's Taurus energy here. I'm getting some signs that are quite strong of people around you is going to be Sag, Scorp, and Libra. And these could be the new people that are coming in. And you might be like, I'm not sure if I should go out this day or speak to someone new. If you're not in a partnership, if you're not in a marriage, and you're open to, you know, you're not tied to someone, so it wouldn't be cheating, then I would say go on that date, and then you can decide whether you want to move forward. Remember, your attention doesn't have to be undivided. Your attention doesn't have to be undivided. I'm getting something about zoning out, listening to music, doing something that helps you feel zoned out. And I think that's going to be good for you. But I think some of you already do that. I think it's a thing of trying to manage maybe stress around you. Maybe it's to do with anything that you're kind of like, okay, I've just had an argument, I'm zoning out. I've been working too much, I'm zoning out. I've done this, so I'm zoning out. I'm going for a walk, I'm listening to music. I'm just, you know, zoning into my hobby, zoning into my creative thing. And I think that's good because it changes things for you. Some of you could be planning to take a holiday, you know, and I feel like there's some people that have been asking about you just because they're a bit stressed about your whereabouts, nothing else. I think I might have to leave this here because I think it might end up being a long reading. But I do hope you enjoyed this reading. And I'm going to pull you, I did pull to make sure that I've got them beside me. You know, I want to pull you an angel message. I'm not sure if it's called angel messages, but I'm going to pull it for you. I don't know why the crystal rhodite has come to me. Okay. What guidance can we have? What guidance can we have? I saw detachment at the bottom of the deck there, look. Detachment. So detach from those things that, you know, but you'll be celebrating because, like I said, you're making your dreams come into reality. Whatever that is, it could be, you know, going on a trip abroad. Archangel Zadiko. And celebrate. So it's time for you to look for the joy and delight and wonder of every day and rejoice in it. When we celebrate passing events, this is celebration, transitions of a life, new chapters, the way of giving thanks, and angels delight with us. Whenever possible, celebrate with others, and then great energy is raised, which attracts many angels drawn by the laughter and lightness
to add their blessings. It will bond you happily with others. Can I just read that again? Whenever possible, celebrate with others. For then great energy is raised, which attracts many angels drawn by the laughter and lightness to add their blessings. What was I saying about energy? A lot of what I was saying is coming through here. Angel wisdom reminds you to celebrate and honor all things, large and small, in your life. Find something to celebrate now. It could even be that zoning out that I was talking. It's like you get in this groove, you get in this zoned out environment. And the archangel here, when an archangel from this deck, look, I think there's only about 5 cards that has an archangel. I think sometimes you do get these whenever I pull. I don't pull from this, but I think if I remember rightly, you're one of the signs that gets this. Gets an archangel. So I feel like you're heavily protected. I am getting, there is a divine masculine. And when I was like divine masculine, because we hear a lot about divine feminine, but yes, it's divine masculine, the strongest. At the back of that, there's a very faint divine feminine energy. But if you were close to a divine masculine, I feel like he's present right now. Okay. But this angel is going to help you to find tolerance and forgiveness. He works in the violet ray of purification, transmutation, helping you release lower vibrations. I started off with the energy and I mentioned, and you're managing that, and this tarot reading is going to help you. Wisdom suggests that you visualize yourself in the violet flame. This is about cleansing. This is about being aware of what's good for you and what's not good for you. You're blessed to have drawn this card today. It indicates that you're ready to walk the path of life. And you are cleansed. My life is a celebration. Acknowledgement. Again, the affirmation here is I acknowledge who I truly am. About what I said, you might be questioning your identity, changing your identity, etc., etc. When I mention identity, I don't mean that you're changing, going in for a gender change or whatever. Like I said, it could be a haircut, it could be dyeing your hair, it could be like, whatever it is. It could be like, I always skip this sort of beauty routine, I'm going to do it, etc., etc. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this. Take care and stay blessed. Bye for now.